Welcome to a happy but very sad episode of Rocks and Maple Syrup. I'm Alex, and this is my main man Mark, and we're bringing to you the very last episode of the season, because I will be venturing out of Canada very soon, and we'll bid farewell.
We should interview some of these scientists here that are in our massive audience. What do you think, Alex?
There's 6 of us.
We seek their knowledge, and we want to transfer that knowledge to all you folks at home. This is one of our great scientists that we pulled the entire North America and Asia to find. His name's Graham, like the cracker.
Hello.
And we're going to ask him a few questions. And now these questions are meant to really tear down, sort of break down the ego, and replace it with something much more sad and depressing. So Mark, you want to start us off?
Yeah. Why do you think geology is the greatest science? Well, that's my question.
But I don't think geology is the greatest science.
What is the best science?
I would argue for astrology.
Astrology.
But it's because it's like rocks, but
Astrology.
out there.
Next interview.
Anyway, Mark, you introduce this one.
This guy here.
Yeah.
Well, this guy here, he's a farmer from Deloraine, Manitoba. What do you farm?
Grain,
Grain. There you go.
wheat, canola, soybeans.
Right.
peas.
GMO.
What? Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
100%.
money in that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't really have any questions for you. It's nice to meet you. It doesn't matter. This whole bit doesn't matter.
That's me.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, thanks for coming on. Fuck off.
Thanks guys.
Is it recording? Today we're reviewing 2 beers. I'm reviewing a Pabst Blue Ribbon, and Alex, what are you reviewing?
Brewhouse Pilsner. No one's probably heard of it.
And
Were they better to start with, or are they better now?
they're really about the same. How about your beer?
Well, the beer of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Brewhouse.
The Gap.
I really only buy it because it's one of the cheapest beers in the store. But that being said, it's got quite a refreshing sort of herbal hint to it that keeps me coming back for more. So, we'd like to welcome to our show Marcus Suter.
That's hilarious. I just got that. It took me a minute,
Yeah.
but I just got it.
So,
I can introduce him if you want.
alright, go ahead.
Okay,
Alright.
this is Marcus Suderman. He is a master's student at Brandon University, and he studies paleobotany, a subject I don't know a lot about. And today he's going to tell us a little bit about what he does. We'll sign that for you afterwards.
Yep. Fans running around. Good security.
Yeah, it's really rough here, the money we have to pour into trying to hold back the paparazzi, all of our fans. It's-
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask them about twinges.
Where was your site, your study site?
Study sites in southern Ellesmere Island. It's called Stenkel Fjord.
So what were you sampling up there?
Coal and mud.
Coal and mud, was it exposed at
It
surface?
was right at the surface. You basically just walk up the side of a hill and you see the different layers. You go up and you sample everything you see.
So, went almost to the North Pole, landed in a crazy situation, tents, polar bears everywhere that are wanting to kill you.
Yep.
The Night King's out there somewhere.
He's there.
You don't know.
I saw him.
And you're looking at
The Tommy Baker.
pollen from
Pollen.
plants.
That's too bad. Next time maybe.
We're so far off track. Let's fucking move this shit forward. What else do we have to ask him?
Nothing.
Let's move the interview forward.
So, I think it's great that we had you on our show. I mean, the folks at home just learned a lot. So with that, we'd like to thank Marcus for his wonderfully insightful dialogue today.
No problem.
And we'd like to say cheers
Cheers.
Yeah,
Prost.
to carrying it forward.
Prost.
Paleobotany.
Paleobotanist.
Yeah.
Prost.
I'm
Prost.
out of beer. Shall we do our second beer review? This is probably my 7th.
Wow, you've been slacking.
Maybe my 8th. You know, you never really know. Let's say 7th-ish. I mean, it says Blue Ribbon, which is nice, right?
So-
Plus, I've already had 6, so the 7th one seems
It's a bigger award, even.
right. It's 7 blue ribbons, and
Yeah.
so it's just getting better. It's just getting better.
Yeah, so we've got a country face-off here. We've got America versus Canada versus Germany. So this brings us to the next part of our wonderful last episode show. Mark is here,
I prepared a few questions
ein Deutsche.
in German which are geology related.
Okay, let's start with the first question.
Okay, here's my first question. Kann man Vulkanausbrüche voraussagen?
Wann kann man
Kann man Vulkanausbrüche voraussagen?
voraussagen?
Voraussagen.
So I think the important thing,
Is that
you're
it?
focusing on the wrong things here, Alex. The important thing is that what he's talking about is a collision of island arcs into Laurentia, which is like North America as we know it today, and how that affects the ashfall in the sites in the Okanagan Valley, which he's trying to relate to what you do. Nailed it, or what?
You're actually somewhat close.
Okay.
I was
Oh, there you
asking
go.
if you could. Alright, should we try the second question?
Second question.
Alright, are you ready? Was ist
Yeah.
die- Okay, good. Was ist die Elektrifizierung?
Right. So I'm actually kind of surprised that you asked that question because
It's a good question,
it
right?
seems fairly personal actually.
It is.
But if you have an itch there, right, you should definitely go see a physician.
Mike.
You got any more questions?
I do.
Fuck.
Well, if you want more.
No, come on.
Bring it to it.
Make it good this time.
Wo ist die Geschwindigkeit
Austria.
der Talgletscherbewegung am größten?
Oh no. Nepal.
So the glaciers
Vesuvius.
would have been further up at that time before
Yeah.
the industrial age, and
Yeah.
then during that time, you know, after carbon levels went up, you would have had a recession of the glaciers
Yeah.
all over the world actually. So
Mhm.
that's my answer.
But if you're in a valley glacier, where is the movement fastest?
If you're in a valley glacier,
If you're a valley
at
glacier.
the bottom of the valley.
All right, so we're gonna get questions about Canadian phrases, and we got to do our best to explain what they mean. And question 1,
Okay, what is a 2-4?
2-4. God damn. That's a good night. Can we just say that? Good night. Let's get something. What's next?
So much boring. All right, what we got next?
Bits over.
Now we have questions from the fans, and if you look at our YouTube channel, we have
Quite a few subscribers.
actually, yeah, we do 6 subscribers now, and for those biblical numerologists, 6 is the mark of the devil.
And if you times it by 1,000, that's how many years the Earth's been around.
Exactly. Flat. I think you mean the Earth's been flat.
Yeah.
We have questions from the fans.
Yep.
All of you. Thank you for writing in, by the way. Didn't appreciate the hate mail.
Okay, why does America suck at hockey? And soccer too with that.
Oh, I got this.
We'll start with hockey.
America has its own sports. We're the best at that shit. Then,
Well,
like,
that's-
hockey's a great thing, but if you're from a place where it's on the plus side of freezing, 11 and a half months a year, then who cares about what figure skaters are doing with hockey pucks? That's not a real thing. That's not a real thing. Like, let's talk about unicorns.
So I think it stands that the Canadians are better than Americans at hockey because their lives are so miserable that they have to fill it with.
The Russians fill it with vodka, so, I mean, you guys, I mean, it's better than that, right? So don't feel bad about it.
So there are about 30-some million people that think Canada is better than America. And I probably think there are more people outside of this continent that think the same thing
Better at what?
at everything,
Everything.
in general.
When's the last time you had a school shooting?
You're not better at that. You're certainly
Dude,
not better
we
at that.
nailed that every week. When's the last school shooting you had?
I don't know.
Ah!
So, the end of an era. The last episode of season 1 of Rocks and Maple Syrup. I know it's a sad moment for most of you folks out there, but I want to offer you a sentiment of hope that a season 2 will come if our funding comes through. And we'd like to thank our guest, Marcus Studerman, for coming out tonight.
Kein Problem.
Kein Problem. And with that, we say Auf Wiedersehen, Marcus.
Wiedersehen.
Auf
Bis zur nächsten
Wiedersehen.
Staffel.
We will start season 2 in a surprise location. So stay tuned.
And let your curiosity wander.
There's no way that's going in there. Wow. That's sense. Wow. We are a children's program. We're a children's program. There you go, Internet. We have solved another problem for you.
Geology does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geology, 2018. We solved that problem.
Solve all the problems.
All the problems.
Yeah.
Problems.
Oh, that's a moose.